Hey guys, Dustin with Meridian here, and in this video I wanted to show you how we set up to do some testimonial videos at a conference. We're here outside of Phoenix, Arizona, and we're here for 3 nights and we're doing some event photography and we're also doing some event videography as well. And a portion of that is recording some testimonial videos. So we're pulling clients aside and asking them some interview style questions and having them share some of their experiences. So we were fortunate enough to get a whole room. As you can see, there are no windows in this room. That's kind of okay because sometimes windows, while they're nice and adding ambient light to a room and raising your overall levels, they can make it harder to have a controllable environment. So we were able to come up with our interview frame over here. We brought this Amaran light with us. This is the Amaran T4C. And it's pretty compact, as you can see. Previously, when we did an event like this, we traveled with a parabolic softbox, and it was just super big and harder to travel with. This is very compact. It fits in this golf case, travel case that we fit the rest of our stands in. So it's like super compact, easy to travel with. Another big advantage of this light is that it is bicolor. And so because I mentioned there aren't any windows in this room, we couldn't just get by with using our lights alone. We had to turn on the overhead lights. And those overhead lights are filling in the background of our interview frame a little bit. And whenever you're forced to work with like existing lights, especially overhead lights, it's really nice if you can match the color temperature of those lights as closely as you can. So with a bicolor light like this Amaran T4C, you can dial in the white balance temperature to match those lights exactly. It just creates a more uniformly white balanced image. So it looks better, it looks more professional. And so we're using this Amaran T4C as our key light. Again, it's a 4-foot long tube. So it's a nice sort of soft diffused light source on our subject's face. And then just as a little bit of fill, we have this small aperture light over here. And again, this is just something that's small, it's easy to travel with. And for a fill light, you just want something to kind of just like fill in the darker side of the subject's interview face to just make it a little bit less contrasty. And for this particular aesthetic that we're going for corporate style interviews, yeah, we're going for like a more of a low contrast kind of look. We had it set up so that when the person who's getting interviewed sits down, we didn't want their head to be in front of one of these picture frames. So I'll go ahead and quickly record an image here so you can see what that looks like. But yeah, you always want to be mindful about like how your subject and your background are interacting with each other. You don't want anything to clash or anything to compete with one another. We also placed this ceramic flower prop back here as well. You can't even tell that it's ceramic in our interview frame because of the depth of field that we're using. We're shooting our interviews with an aperture of 1.8. And so everything in the background just kind of has that nice sort of like soft focus kind of look. So this was a nice background element for us. The color especially, we tried a few different flowers actually, and we found that the color purple worked really well with the rest of the palette in the room. And then also these notepads, we place these here. You can pick up on them in the background of the interview frame, but we place them here because we are at a conference. People are taking notes, and so we wanted to really try to contextualize the environment as best as we can. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've learned something, and make sure you subscribe for more behind the scenes tutorials.